Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Sunday, the 22nd of May, 2022. It's just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at the daily time frame on the Forex charts using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. A little bit late this weekend, get the video out. I forgot about it actually, so my apologies there, but it's getting done now. So it's Sunday, nearly 7 o'clock at night, so it's a bit late, but all good. All right, first up, before we normally do, we have a look at the news for the week ahead. So this is the Forex Factory free economic calendar. You just have to give me your email address and you can sign up. It's free. Good thing is you can set it up to suit your local time, so there's no confusion on time zones. So I'm currently in Cambodia, so all these times are in Khmer time or Cambodian time. There's not much at all. Let's have a look. Monday, just a talking head, just a Bank of England speaker. I'm only basically looking at the red items. They're the high impact items. Remember, these are just scheduled news events. So these like news by appointment, so we know what's coming. Obviously, other stuff that comes from left field that was unannounced can affect the market, so just be careful. Tuesday, I've got all the flash manufacturing services PMI numbers from the various countries across Europe and the US. It doesn't really move the markets that much, so nothing to get too concerned about. Fed Chair Powell speaks on Tuesday. Wednesday, here it gets a bit more interesting. New Zealand interest rates, and they're expecting a rate rise, another 0.5%. I'm pretty sure they raised their interest rates last time also. So just be careful on Wednesday of trading on the lower time frames around New Zealand pairs. So that's the main news. Come down to Thursday, early Thursday morning, FOMC meeting minutes. That can move the market at times, depending on what's said. And going through Canadian prelim GDP, US prelim GDP on Thursday. Then on Friday, at the US core PC price index. So there are a couple of high impact events there that may affect the US dollar. So just be careful there. All right, let's get on to the charts. We'll bring the charts up somewhere, and this Word document that explains. Now, these charts, you'll see moving averages, you'll see indicators, dots and stuff, and all different colors. This Word document explains what they are. So just what all the settings are and the different colors represent. So basically, it's pretty straightforward. Red normally means bearish, green means bullish. So sell trades are all in red normally, and buy trades normally in blue. All right. So, and the bottom indicator is the MACD Platinum, zero lag MACD, which oscillates around a zero level. And generally, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. You see that on the charts. No drama. Oh, people messaging me. All right. So you can just have a read of that. Pause the video if you want and have a read of that. It's pretty straightforward. But I understand that English is not everyone's first language. And a lot of people may not understand me clearly when I speak with my Australian accent, or I might speak too fast, too slow. Just pause the video anytime. I write plenty of notes on the chart, so you'll see all that in a minute. All right, let's get on to them. First up, thanks for watching the video. If you do like these videos, can you hit the like button or subscribe button? That's always appreciated. If you want to make any comments or anything like that, I'm also open to that. No problems at all. I do have a JAGfx private Facebook group. There's 7,700 members, I believe. There's a Telegram channels, and also I'm active on Matt from Family Man Trading's Discord channel. Happy to communicate any way at all. Anyone wants to reach out to me, happy to help. Doesn't have to be about my stuff. Can be anything about trading in general, brokers, etc. Happy to help wherever I can. Now this is TradingView. I do all my analysis on TradingView. This is my watch list on the right in alphabetical order. If it's no highlight next to the pair, that means there's no trade on. Dark blue means I've taken a trade and there's no action being taken. Light blue means there's been a trade taken and some action taken, trade management or half close, half something like that. There is the good thing about TradingView, which is different to MT4, MT5, is TradingView on a Friday will show me, after the close I'm talking about, will show me what's happening on Monday. So I know exactly where I stand on every time frame come the open on Monday morning. MT4, MT5 don't do that. They present their dots, any QMP filter dots or MACD platinum dots on the actual day of the candle opening when the market opens on Monday, whereas TradingView does it on the Friday close. There are no new trade setups for Monday. I can tell you that now. There's definitely no new trade setups on this watch list. It's not a huge watch list out of the 26 pairs, or 28 pairs, or sorry. Yeah, there's only a few here. These are just examples, just to show you the system in action. All right, so let's start with the Aussie Yen. Like all my pairs, you'll see the pair name written here, the date, the signal, then my thoughts below that on why I took the trade. Generally, the ones on the right are the most recent trade. You'll see I've got multiple trades on some pairs, but generally whatever's on the right is the most recent trade, and other ones on the left, you'll see descriptions as an older trade. My stop loss is this red dotted line. The buy entry was here. There's the date. I call all these live at the time. These are not after the fact. So if you follow me in any of the groups, you'll know that I take a screenshot of the trade on the day and I post that screenshot with this writing already in there. So the screenshot's taken on the open of this candle basically. So it's all very transparent. I'm all very accountable. There's over 1,000 trades being called. There's a shared folder with those screenshots in them if you want to look, or even look through all the Facebook pages and you'll see hundreds and hundreds of screenshots. So that's the Aussie Yen. We took a buy. There is supporting divergence, which will all be on my notes here. My only concern is that we've got this market structure. It's heading down. If this high is not taken out here, we're definitely going probably another leg down. But in the meantime, we take the buy. We could have taken a buy in here, but we didn't. And so this is the second attempt. The MACD platinum's below the zero level, so we're looking. Remember I said buy when it's below the zero level. Zero level is this dotted line here. Buy when it's below and sell when it's above. So I took this buy, went against me from the get-go, but the last couple of days, Thursday and Friday, started to head in the right direction. Aussie USD. Now this is one with multiple trades. You'll see multiple notes here. Still on a sell from the 7th of April, which is up here, right? So that's a high-risk trade. There's my notes. A little bit hard to read, a bit messy, little lines. In the meantime, took a buy in here. That'll be the 21st of April. Then took a buy in here. 5th of May, lost, two losses. Now we're taking another one in here. High-risk traders trading against the downtrend. This is my third attempt. You can read all that there. Supported by, there's initial hidden bullish divergence. You can see that there, the hidden, and everyone knows I love my hidden divergence. It failed. It failed the second time, and now we've got regular bearish divergence, bullish divergence, so we're having a second go at it. So the buy's in here. This green dashed lines you'll see here, that's the 75-cent level. This is the the 70-cent level. So that's 75, 70. Now, I'm not sure how the Aussie dollar is going to fare. There was a federal election in Australia yesterday. There's been a change of government, so I'm not sure if that's going to have an effect on the Aussie. So just be watchful around just to see how it opens. There's a chance there may be a gap there. But at least we're heading in the right direction now. We've got some support at this 70-cent level. We'll see if it holds or not. See if it holds. So I'm in a buy there. The sell here, the sell's got the stop there, so we're locked in there. There's the buy stop there. So at the moment, we're going all right. CAD Swiss, we're in a couple of trades here. I'll trade this buy, which was in here. I think we had a crack at a sell in there and failed. And here we are on a second sell here, supporting regular divergence there. Broke this trend line. I don't really need to have the trend line on there, but it was a nice trend line to break. We all got the red dot and already broken the trend line, which is good. Took the open there. Stops up here. The buy, we've already closed out half and we're locking in profit there. So we can't lose on the buy. The sell's going in the right direction right from the get-go, which is good. So that's the CAD Swiss. Euro Swiss, we're going to sell. Stop up here. Here's the entry here. Slightly, yeah, again, higher risk because with the structure of the market, we've got higher highs here, but there's a little bit of a, now there's sort of a double top formed. I didn't know that at the time when I took the trade, but it's a, I think I took a trade in here and I failed, so this is a closed out on this, would have closed out on the there instead of getting to the stop. So we're taking a second sell here, second go at it. Yeah, there we go. It's my second attempt at a sell here. Worth a shot, but you just watch the risk. MACD platinum still above the zero levels. Try and give it a couple of days if it forces its way down a bit more. Euro pound, similar sort of one. Initial trade here failed. Got stopped out for a loss. Now we're having a second go at it. It went down nicely to the MAs. I was thinking I'll give it another day when I saw this candle here. The MACD was still a fair way above the zero level. When I got to the MAs, I think it might be a support area or some sort of resistance. And it did sort of come down and bounce back up, but Friday's been heading back down again in the right direction. So we'll just see how it goes. Just keep an eye on the MACD platinum. Euro USD, what are we in? We're still on a couple of sells from here and here. So you can read about them over here somewhere, 14th of Feb, so it's a long time ago. The trend's down, so give them plenty of room to move. The sell here is from the 4th of April, so that's this one here, the note's there. In the meantime, we had a couple of buys. Here failed, I think. Stopped out for a loss, yeah. So those two buys failed. And this new buy here taken earlier in the week, and it went against me, then it's gone, had a bullish day, now we've had another sort of bearish day, so we're still above the entry level. The stop for both sells is here, so we're locking in profit on the sells. I tend just to trail the stop between the 50 and 100 moving averages, so just somewhere in there. Nothing too technical. Pound CAD, this is been a tough bit of trade. We're obviously in a downtrend. The buy signal was here. I had a crack at it there, and we failed. Got stopped out, but the buy signals remain valid. So what I mean by that, there's been no red dot. So the buy signal's still valid through this whole area here. No red dot on the QMP filter, so no red dot. So all I do is draw a trend line across the highs, wait for a break of the trend line, clean break, and there it was there. Took a second attempt at a buy there. So it went against me from the get-go. Then we had a Thursday bullish candle. Friday we start to head up in the right direction. MACD platinum's already through the zero level, so I'm basically aiming for the 50 moving average. If we get to that, we'll close out half, and we'll look at tighten up the stop. Pound yen, stuck in no man's land. What we have here, we've got a sell here. It's going nicely. Stops now below the entry level. Took a buy in here. So this is this one here, the 17th of May. So on the open of that candle, took the buy. Another one went against me from the get-go, but Thursday pulled back. Friday starting to head back up again. Can't lose on the sell. Already closed half. Would have closed half in here when it hit the into the moving averages against the trend. And that would have been coincide with the MACD through the zero level. So in there somewhere we would have closed half, bring the stop down. Look, I could probably bring the stop down to above this high here, and hopefully the buy will keep on going up. New Zealand CAD, similar to the, what was the other one? The pound CAD. Buy signal here, 5th of May, you stopped out for a loss. So that was stopped out, this one here. So we took the hit. And in the meantime, that green dot's remained intact. There's been no red dot, no red QMP filter dot. Again, drawing the trend line across the highs here. So it would have been just here, across here, then down before, and MACD platinum's continued up, prices continue down, so we've got regular bullish divergence there. Cracked the trend line here, took the entry on this candle here, so we're having a second go at it. Again, we're aiming towards the MAs. So that's a second attempt at New Zealand CAD buy. Stop losses down here. New Zealand Japanese yen, it was a buy in here. The initial one was this one here, which is a new buy signal, stopped out for a loss, but it was based on hidden bullish divergence, which I like, and we've still got hidden bullish divergence. And so we're having a second crack at it. MACD platinums remain below the zero level, so we're having another go at it here. We went nicely the first day. The second day just dropped like a rock. Then Thursday, Friday start to pull back up again. Ideally, so I've drawn this trend line across here. Not really in there for any reason other than just to break that trend line. We really need to get above this high though, because again, I think this is probably just roll over to the downside. And we've got gold, XAUUSD, in a buy here. Found support at the 1800 level. So this is the $1,800 level, and that's a 2000 level. You can see how price sort of bounces between these two levels. If you go to the left, have a look at back in history, you'll see this 1800 is a big number when it comes to gold for some reason. So we've taken the buy here. Signal was right on the, see the green dot there, just below there on the day, 1800. And I said, I think in last week's video, that there would be some, more than likely, some buying pressure around this area, which proved to be true. Now, whether that's self-fulfilling or not, who knows? But we're in a buy, it's going the right direction. Silver, XAUUSD, silver, poor cousin, gold's poor cousin. Took a buy a couple of days earlier. And you can read my notes there. So it's heading in the right direction, but not convincing as yet. But at least it's heading up. Stop loss down here. So it's silver. At least everything's sort of going in the right direction, which is good considering the last couple of weeks we've had. But now these three pairs here, or three instruments, the US dollar, US 500, which is the stock market, and the Bitcoin. So the US dollar is the overall market. I think it's US against 7 or 8 other currencies. I'm not sure what the USDX actually works on. But I just draw the chart up just to see, because I do trade it on my other private trading. So basically the sell signal was here. You probably would have got stopped out on that, I'd say, if you took the sell. It's remained valid. MACD's going down, price is going up. Draw the trend line across these lows here, which extended through there. New sell signal would have been in here, and it's starting to head in the right direction. So you can just follow. I just draw the valid trade setups. I just draw them up in the charts. I don't actually trade it off this one. I don't call it in the group, I should say. US 500, which is the US stock market. Look, it's heading down. MAs are starting to turn down, definitely turning to the downside and spreading, which is the first time in a long time. We've broken these previous lows. It's made an attempt back at that low. Generally, support becomes resistance. Now, it looks like Friday was a bit of a no man's land, open and close around the same place, so we're undecided. So it'd be interesting to see what the week ahead brings, but it's definitely looks like it wants to go lower. But that's not written in stone, that's just my thoughts. Bitcoin, sort of held it fairly steady. These numbers here, that's a 30,000 level, 40, 50. You know, it's been bouncing around, it's dropped back to the 30, taken out these previous lows, found support around the 30,000 level. So remember, this is a 24/7 market, so it is actually open now. You probably see the prices fluctuating a bit there as we do the video. So this is open. I do trade cryptos in my private trading, but I'm not on Bitcoin at the moment. I think I'm at Ethereum, which is going worse. So yeah, so that's it for the charts, guys and girls. Like I said, I call all these trades live at the time, take screenshots and discuss them in the Facebook group and the Telegram channels, etc. So everyone's more than welcome to join any of them. It's not, they're free to. It's open to everyone. Anyone watches my videos, anyone reads my books. It's just a place for traders to connect. Trading can get a bit lonely, a bit frustrating. So if you want to share ideas or post setups and stuff, all I ask is just don't post screenshots of profits after the fact. I just like to see people call trades at the time. You know, put your money where your mouth is, sort of thing, and post the trades on the day or when you take them, and then we can, just gives you a bit more credibility. That's just my thoughts anyway. Okay, that's it. There's not much of the weekend left here in Cambodia. Other parts of the world, you've probably got a whole Sunday to look forward to. Enjoy, stay safe, and sorry about the late posting. I'll just bring up that Word document again before I forget. So if you're wondering what any of the coloured lines were, just have a read of that. And if you've got any questions about any of the indicators or the setups, happy to answer. All these indicators are all part of the download packages in my books, so they're freely available to anyone that buys the books, no dramas. Like I said, they're across MT4, MT5, and TradingView. So, and I'm happy to share source codes if you want to have them coded to some other, like NinjaTrader or something like that. All right, thanks for watching and stay safe, and I'll speak to you guys during the week. Cheers.